Rico Beard. I swear I've done radio. Rico Beard. News you can use.
Mike, straight from the horse's mouth from the Michigan football Twitter account, the greatest honor to bestow upon a Michigan man, our 2022 team captains. 5 gentlemen dressed in their maize and blue uniforms. Mozzie Smith, Eric All, Ronnie Bell, Mike Sanderstrill, and Cade McNamara. The quarterback. I think this puts an end to who's going to be the starting quarterback. But then again, I think we've already known who's going to be the starting quarterback. We fell for this con last year. I'm not falling for it this year. Cade's the guy. Every game he was going to get replaced, except he didn't. A couple plays. But right now, this tells me the team backs him. The coaches back him. He's your guy.
But do the fans?
No.
Well, I need to leave it to the people and let them respond. I need to let them choose their own adventure.
Okay.
I mean, seriously.
Hi, this is Bill from Wyandotte, and I'm saying no, we don't support him.
Fine. But here's the other announcement that should happen this afternoon. J.J. McCarthy should be in the portal.
Wow.
Honestly, if I were J.J. McCarthy or I were his family, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not playing this game again. I value myself too much. I value my abilities too much. And I'm not a toy. I'm not a plaything. And no, I'm not going to come in and run your stupid read option 3 times a game when I know I'm not the starter, I know I'm not the captain, and I know I'm not going to be put in this game to just grip it and rip it the way that I'm supposedly born to do. I'd leave. I'm done.
If there was ever a time to do that, you're right. It's right now. You keep all your eligibility. Mike, in this day and age,
you laugh. He could go somewhere right now, be starting by week 3.
I'm not laughing.
I swear to God.
I was about to say, if you go to the right school, you can still play.
Simplified system. At a minimum, he could be playing by midseason. The whole point is, I'm not doing this.
Honestly, I don't know how complicated the system is. He can go to a team like LSU and supplant the starter.
I mean, that's something. I mean, Jaden Daniels stinks.
Right.
But no, I just, look, we'll deal in the issue of the day, which is, guys, Cade's a captain. He ain't riding the bench. So this idea that JJ was going to take his job, I think it's harder to do it when you name a guy a captain. The idea that JJ would somehow be the starter or JJ would play a significant role. Guys, I don't think you name Cade a captain to then go out
and bench him. So, yeah, I think the answer's always been there. We just kept trying to manufacture ways that it could happen. And sometimes, Mike, it's Occam's razor. The most simplest explanation is the explanation. And that Cade is the guy.
The biggest mystery to me of all is why the other kid doesn't leave. It's one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. I'm not kidding you.
But no, you're right. This may be the push. I don't think I'm going to get this job. I don't think I'm ever going to play. I'm going to have to sit this year out and hope that he goes pro after the season.
No, I'm serious now. Conservatively, he's probably costing himself $500,000. Realistically, someone would drop $500,000 on him and his family to go play football somewhere else. Now, on the optimistic side, maybe he's $1 million player. Maybe, based on the hype, based on the tape, based on a coach loving his high school film, loving what they saw on limited. Hey, Ole Miss, A&M, Auburn, somebody would have paid. I mean, Auburn literally does not have a quarterback anybody cares about. So the point I'm making is, fine, Cade's a captain. I have no issue with it. I have no issue that Cade's a starter. I told you from day one, I never understood this debate. The kid did the job. And if you don't like him, you make that call in the spring and you make the change and you part ways. They didn't do it because they're busy running a con down there. Then they sold the unwashed masses on a real QB competition. Even Jim Harbaugh saying that the competition could extend into the regular season. And you continue to drink the sand. Only for Michigan football to bestow the honor upon Cade of being one of the captains. To then what? Now I'm supposed to believe that a team captain and a guy who has a respect to the room and clearly a respect from the staff, because everybody and their mother wanted him replaced last year. They didn't cave.
Right.
You could have made a case. We're trying to, we have to beat Ohio State. We have to be better. They didn't do it. And they stuck with him. So now he's a captain. He's your starter. I want to know right here, right now, if you're a Michigan fan, are you willing to let the JJ thing go? That this is your guy, you're going to rally behind him, and you're going to defend your Big Ten title. 248-539-9797.
I do believe that he won the Big Ten title out of spite last year because Michigan. I mean, we had a caller who was like, "Yeah, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks because he won the Big Ten, but I think JJ is so much better." Like, he did everything without the support of the fans. He had the support of the team.
Hey, if JJ is so much better, here's your problem. Who got invited to Big Ten Media Day?
Cade.
Who got named captain?
Cade.
So now Cade's going to sit? No.
And every person who's seen the Michigan practices all unequivocally say, "Oh no, Cade's your guy." Jake Butt, Cade. Everybody.
Dave Revson,
Cade. I mean, it wasn't like, well, it was really close instantly. Oh, it's Cade. So yeah, I think you have it. As I said, I'm not falling for that con again because I thought eventually he's going to get replaced. He never did. And unless he gets injured, he's not. Let's face it. I don't think there's a 4-interception game in their upcoming schedule where you're just like, okay, dude, you stink. He's going to be your guy all the way up to, I don't think there'll be any question going up to the MSU game and afterwards to Ohio State. He's already beaten the Buckeyes. So, yeah, if you really think about it.
Here's the other thing.
He's always been the guy.
The other thing is this. I think there's a bigger issue here. I think if you're a Michigan fan, you also have to buckle up for this team lining up and running the ball 40 times a game again. You have to buckle up and accept you are now a fan of Stanford circa 2011.
Yeah.
Now, it powered you to a Big Ten championship last year. But make no mistake, you're never winning a national title playing this style of football. Now, I get it. If you tell me, Mike, we're not winning one anyways, we can't get close to Georgia or Bama, we're probably not Ohio State on a year-in, year-out basis. Okay, then you're accepting that you can't do it, which I think is a weird way to be as a fan of a program like U of M. But this really comes down to, I go back that while they were winning, you said something and it really got me thinking while you were talking, winning out of spite almost. There were a lot of fans upset at the way Michigan was playing last year, even though they were winning. Mm-hmm. And I think that spurred the JJ thing too, because
you wanted excitement. Because, I'm sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to cut
you're
you
good.
off.
You're
but
good.
Yeah, when you look and see, oh my God, there's a Michigan State Thorne throwing another 70-yard pass to Reed, and look at the big explosive plays. Michigan had explosive plays. They had just as many as Michigan State, but fans don't remember that. They only remember we ran the ball and we ran the ball and we ran the ball. So 248-539-9797.
I'd love to hear from you guys. And you guys have an open forum to just talk. I'm not mad at you if you're mad. I understand. I don't have to agree with it to understand it. This is what this lacks in this country. Like, we can't disagree with someone but still understand what they're saying. I disagree with the idea that JJ should be the starter, but I understand why you want him. But now it seems like that took another substantial blow. And you need to figure out whether you're okay with what you got. Because I think not only is Cade the guy, but I think it's a window that no matter the weapons you have. Look, Donovan Edwards is a weapon, specifically in the passing game. Like, Donovan Edwards, to me, could be like an Austin Eckler type back where he catches 60 balls and happens to be a really nice back. Mm-hmm. You have an NFL tight end in Eric All, now that he figured out how to catch the football. You got a crew of wide receivers who know. I don't think you have a Drake London on the team, but you got really nice college wide receivers that can hurt you. And you're not really going to use them. That's the reality, guys. Go back through your game charts. Go back through your drive charts. You're going to line up. You're going to hand the ball off. You're going to hand the ball off. You're going to hand it off.
Yeah,
4th and inches, we're going to sneak it. Yeah. We're going to do it again.
Edwards.
Right.
And then maybe a play action.
And to the point is, well, Georgia doesn't open it up or Bama doesn't open it up. Wait a minute. You don't get to have it both ways. You tried to play your brand of ball against them and got murdered. Same way Michigan State did. You're never going to line up and beat those teams playing that style because you don't have enough to do it. So your way forward, to me, is to open it up a little bit. Now, if you don't think Cade can do that, that's where the JJ people come in. But they've named this kid a captain. That doesn't happen on accident. And believe me, if you call this radio show and you try to minimize him being named a captain, I'm going to break my foot off in your ass. Because when Connor Cook wasn't named a captain, you accused him of being a felon. Mm-hmm. And he was a scumbag and a deadbeat and a bad guy.
And nobody showed up to his birthday
party. You don't get to have it both ways now. It can't matter for one guy and not for another. Cade, that's an honor to be named a captain, whether it's Michigan or Middle Tennessee State. He's your captain.
Yeah.
He's your quarterback. And now my question is, can you live with it? 248-539-9797. Don't clam up, guys. Come on, join me.
Oh, they're angry.
No.
They're not angry at you. They're angry because things are not going to go the way that they wanted them to go. They're not going to see the Michigan football that they dreamed. It's not going to be video game football. You're right. It's probably going to be the same as last year, which worked, but it wasn't sexy.
And I think it'll work again outside of one opponent.
And here's the thing.
Because I'll tell you factually, you're not running it on MSU. You didn't do it last year, and you're not doing it this year. We got the best front going. We got the best D tackles in the Big Ten, and our linebacking unit is much improved. You're not running against us. I can't speak for OSU. You ran a freight train on Iowa. Cool. I'm just standing up for one game on the schedule. You won't run it on us.
And see, I think this is the year you need to run the ball because I think you may need to give your defense a break. Last year, you had a lights-out defense. I don't know if you replicate that.
Yeah, and I
think they'll be good. I don't think they'll be 2 NFL first-round picks good.
People, he's right on this. This is sharp by you because you're right. Last year, TOP really didn't mean anything. The defense was more than capable of forcing 3 and outs. But this defense is not going to be great. They might be good. They might be average. However, if you're crushing TOP and you're playing from ahead, you can make average good and you can make good great.
Yep.
So now Harbaugh defiantly will come back another year. Whoever you brought in as your coordinator, it ain't Gaddis. Gaddis was gone because the reality is Gaddis didn't come here to play that style of football.
Right.
And I had Harbaugh written all over it.
And he also thought he was going to be the next head coach.
And now Harbaugh does what he does best.
Mm-hmm.
Football in a phone booth. This is about you guys. No one's questioning how good your football team is. They're very good. No one's questioning you have every right to believe you can win the Big Ten or compete. No problems, guys. Today's not one of those days. I think I've been very fair to you guys. But this is something you're going to have to learn to be okay with